guys, welcome back to my channel.
You know I'm gonna get you. You know I'll even let you be my chamak chalo. Kaisa sharmana aaja nachte dikhane. Haan meri hone aaja pari da girane. Haan meri akhiyon se akhiyon milane.
If you're new to this channel, I am APUROOPA PEDDINTI and I would love to see if you hit that subscribe button. So the Navaratri season is around the corner and I thought let's just make some content for YouTube too. If you are not following me on my Instagram, तो जाके देख लो please that I am putting up some content there for the festive season. तो मेरे इनका छोड़ो पते you'll get the name here and the link in the description box. You can go check it out and follow me if you like it. So इवाल्ट video I'm creating a look which is easy to create and it doesn't take a lot of time and efforts and it will make you look so beautiful and gorgeous without lots of efforts. This look is actually inspired from Kareena Kapoor Khan. You'll get a picture here of this look. This is so pretty. It's basically smoky eyes. There's no wing liner. It's a savior, I know, right? Because a lot of the time goes into putting your wing right, left. So there's no chaos and it's really easy. Step by step we're gonna see everything and now let's just get into the tutorial. Hi from the voiceover side. So first of all I'm just putting my hair back because that's the first thing you need to do. Put your hair back so your makeup doesn't get ruined. The first product I'm going to use is a moisturizer. This one is Kesar moisturizer I got from Kashmir. I'm going to take a good almond size amount and I'm just going to dab it in really nice. Next, I'm going to use a serum from the brand BioCule. I actually got this as a PR, but it really is nice if you want that glowy base. That's what we need this Navaratri because it's all dancing. So a serum is a big yes. Next step, we got the primer. You think there are many products, but when the base is nice and hydrated, only then the makeup stays long and it doesn't get ruined. So basically with the primer, your skin gets an even finish, the pores are filled in and it gets a good base to start with. All you gotta do is dab in the primer in the zones which you feel it's oily, like the T-zone and anywhere else where it was oily. That's it. Next up, I'm using an orange color corrector to, hide my dark circles, I would say, just to, make it a little bit even. For that sake, I'm going to take the product and, just dab it in and blend it in really well. So this corrects your dark circles and after you put on your concealer, it looks all good. Next up is the concealer and we all know what to do. Just put it in the under eye area and other areas where you feel it needs to be concealed and blend it in really well. I'm putting a little bit on my lid too because it acts as a primer for the eye makeup. That is what we are doing first. Now if you have a beauty blender or a brush, it would be a better thing to blend your concealer and foundation, but because I wanted to make this an easy kind of tutorial, I'm doing with my fingers. You can do the same too. So next up is the eyes and I'm super excited about this. I'm using these two shades of brown which are very warm for the transition shade. Now you can select a shade which is closer to the skin color near your eyelid, and what I'm doing is just blending it in and putting the color and just extending it a little towards the end of my eyebrow so that it makes the inverted V, so that it gives an effect of a wing. Now this is a real crucial part of this look. I'm taking this black color eyeshadow with this pointed brush and I'm just laying down the color of the shadow as a liner. You can think it as an eyeliner and drag the shadow very precisely and make it as thin as possible. Because we are using a black shadow, I realized I need to bake my under the eyes, and so that's what I'm doing to deal with the fallout. After the line is done with the shadow, I'm going to take the black shadow again and I'm just smudging it in, making it a little bit thicker and giving the smudgy edges. Next up, I'm using this dark brown shadow to give the depth to the outer corner. I'm just using it in the outer and just dragging the extra in. That's what I'm going to do to give that depth to the look. I'm taking the shimmer which is in golden kind of thing and I'm putting it in my inner corners because it gives that glam look to it. Next up, I'm using a contour which is a cream contour. Now opt for creamy products as much as possible so that they do not smudge and wear off with sweat when doing dance or something. Going into the brows, I'm just brushing them with a spoolie and I'm filling them in real good with the brown eyebrow pencil. That's what I'm doing, real simple. Keep it as natural and thick and lushy as possible. This step is something you shouldn't skip it. I'm doing my liner. It's a sketch liner. I'm doing it real thin as possible, close to the lash line, because that gives a completeness to the look where, you know, it mixes the eyeshadow and the, you know, other elements in the whole eye look. So yeah, don't skip that. Also, as it's a sketch liner, I'm doing my inner corner lines also with the sketch liner. So that gives me a kind of catty eye. Now if you have a black kajal or kohl, definitely use it. Not at all a thing to think about, but I'm using a brown one because I don't have a black one. So yeah, kajal it is. So here I'm just smudging my lower lash line. You can either use a black eyeshadow or a kajal to smudge the lower lash line, and it looks so bomb. Next up, I'm using kind of peachy pinky blush. It's a very subtle blush. I'm just going to my high points and then my apples of the cheek, and yeah. Next up, I'm doing a highlighter which is in the pinky shade. Now I'm doing it on my nose tip and the nose line and on the high points of my cheek. You can do it on any other high points of your face if you want them. So yeah, but don't overdo it. I felt the highlighter was a little dimming, so I used the shimmer drops from NY I guess. Yeah, it gave a really glowy effect to the skin, as if my skin was, you know, glowing from inside. That's the look we're aiming, so it's a real good product.
It helps the speaker lead his audience into the scene he describes.
Next, I'm using a mascara, which is black of course, and I'm doing it for both the upper and the lower lashes so that it gives a good eye look. Next up, for the lips, I'm using a creamy lipstick before I use the matte one, so it fills any gaps and makes an even base. And then I'm using the Swiss Beauty matte lipstick, or for matte lipsticks as much as possible. And I really hope you all enjoyed watching this tutorial. Hope you really enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, and please subscribe to my channel. Happy Navaratri to everyone, and let's just meet in the next video.